Morning guys, Charles here from the Traders Corner. Today I'm just going to be going through some quick analysis before I got into the market yesterday, and then also today I'll review why I took the trades that I took and how they played out for me. So hope you guys enjoyed, hope provide some value, and join us again next time. Thank you. What's going on, you guys? Charles here from the Traders Corner. Today we're going to be looking at some actual currencies and some, not cryptocurrencies or anything like that, just currencies. So today we're going to be looking at Euro USD and Pound Yen. Before we get into that, let's quickly look at the DXY. All right, so quickly looking at the DXY, what can we see? Well, on the daily, we can see that we've gotten below this swing low here recently. We got below it, pushed up, right? And what was below the swing low? Well, if we look to the left, we see consolidation, sharp displacement higher, right? And that being said, we also have fair value gap in here, fair value gap in here, and a nice area, as it relates to consolidation and starting that sharp displacement higher. Now we could definitely see a swing low below this low here, right, to give whoever stepped in here an opportunity to buy from a good price again, right? They don't have to. They could be okay with buying from here or even buying from here, like just below this guy as well. But if we look at the 4 hour here, what can we see? Well, we can see that we have a swing high that makes a new swing low, and then we make a new swing high, right? And this guy has yet to be beat in terms of price getting past him. So as long as we're above this guy, we're good to start buying. And really, even if we're below this guy, we're still good to keep buying, because the main concern is this guy over here to the left as it relates to the daily, right? Because here's the thing, I can be completely wrong that the DXY wants to continue its trend higher. This could be a start of a trend lower. But even if it is, I'm not trying to sell down here. I'm trying to sell when we pull back here. So regardless, I'm looking for a push to the upside. Now, Euro USD, very quickly. Looking at Euro USD, what can we see? We're looking at, again, nice consolidation before sharp displacement lower. We see fair value gap in this area. We also see fair value gap just above that guy in terms of if we get above this swing high, which we failed to do over here. But if we get above this swing high, we could pull up into this fair value gap where we also have consolidation, sharp displacement lower, right? And as well, we have these nice candles in here for that fair value gap area. Now, again, if we drop down to the 4 hour, it's not as good as DXY. Why? Because we have this swing low that makes this new swing low that makes a new swing high, but he wasn't able to get beat with the price action. But on the 1 hour, we do have a bit of a beat in terms of, you have a new swing low, new swing high, and then you break that swing low. And this guy has yet to be beat in terms of pulling up and getting above this close, right? I'll adjust this time. All right, so that being said, we can definitely still expect to come lower, but if we see a push above this guy, I'm not going to be surprised. 15-minute, and then, nothing really there. We'll just see if we can get above, first and foremost, these highs. That'd be great. Over to the left, right? And you also have these guys in here, so that would also be cool. Then the main concern as we get to the lower time frames as of right now is the midnight open price, which we are definitely above. So we're going to come back at 7, see where we're at, see how we're moving, all that good stuff, right? And then very quickly, Pound USD. Looking at Pound USD, very similar to Euro USD in the sense of, again, we have this nice area over to the left. We have sharp, consolidation, sharp displacement lower. But here's the catch. We actually already got above this guy, right? But if again we look to the left, we see again another area of consolidation and sharp displacement lower, which we actually haven't gotten above yet. That being said, we definitely could get above this guy in terms of getting above this close and getting above this swing high. But even if we do, we are just pushing into an area of consolidation and sharp displacement lower. So it's just a better area to sell from as it is. 4 hour, right? Again, what we can see a new swing low, new swing high. And we actually were able to break this guy on Pound USD 4 hour, and we got above it, got above the swing high here, and this guy knocked it back down as of now, right? Price is trying to challenge him again, or possibly giving him another opportunity to get back in. But as of right now, he has not been beat yet, and really, it's kind of like this guy over here, but also more so this large candle over here, right? So 15-minute and then 5-minute, right? So looking at the 5-minute, you see, again, we're above that midnight open price, so that's fine. And then in terms of, again, the body of this move lower on the 4 hour, right? That's our main concern in terms of, can we get above this guy here, this 4 hour, right? And then even if we get to the 1 hour, again, you can see here that we kind of have this area that we're concerned with. So do we get into this area? If we get into this area, how do we start moving in this area? All that good stuff, right? So hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Hope it provides some value. I'm not going to be showing you guys the executions as they happen, as this is my live account. You can see here it says Owanda Live. I'm not going to be showing you guys that. You know, I don't want to get into the realm of showing you guys or giving you guys financial advice. I really just want to show you guys my technical analysis, my trading, all the good stuff. So if I end up taking opportunities, I'll show you the opportunities that I take after the fact, but I'm just putting you guys on notice now. Do not expect to see me actually execute in the market. Again, you'll see that this is the live account, and you'll see me have the executions on later on if I take any executions. But that being said, hope you guys enjoy the video, man, and I'll check back in with you guys later. What's going on, you guys? Charles here from the Traders Corner. Today we're going to be looking at some executions that I took on Pound USD and Euro USD. This is my live account, getting back into the actual live trading of things and seeing how that goes, right? So I'm going to be seeing, me actually, use some of the things that I've been practicing, things like legging in, all the good stuff, legging out of the trade, right? So here we go in terms of looking at this opportunity. So first and foremost, what were we seeing before we saw a nice break lower, which acted as our entry? So our entry was here, right? And essentially I legged into this opportunity on 2 different occasions. But before we get there, again, we can see this nice kind of channel formation before we saw a nice sharp displacement lower, right? We saw a push lower, saw consolidation, push lower, right? And then we got above this swing high into this fair value gap here as our entry, right? That was our entry there. So that was great. And then as we got that entry, we saw a breakdown lower and an opportunity to leg into the market, which we did here. Now, a stop loss went essentially right above here at 8.1, right? So we really flirted with the idea of getting taken out. It's like 8.1, 8.2, really flirted with that idea of getting taken out, but we did not, which is very nice. And I appreciate the market for not taking us out as we eventually ended up pushing lower, right? So first target was 1.5% of the current trade. And that's where I took half off, right? Just pay the trader, take some money, get out of the way. Now, that being said, also had plans for us to push lower, right, to the midnight open price. That is the idea, that is the plan, right? And so that being said, that's exactly what I marked on here and what I was looking for in terms of targets, right? And that's kind of what we got. Now, I didn't take it to the exact price point of the midnight open price because I try not to be a perfectionist in that sense, right? I think people who say like, oh, I'm going to call it to the price point, well, there's people out there who can really do that. The vast majority of us cannot. And for me to try to do that, I've done it before and I really only pissed myself off because it got like 2 pips away from my entry or my take profit and it didn't take me out, right? So this case probably wouldn't have been the case like that, because you see here that we more than exceed that midnight open price. Would have definitely gotten the fill there, but still, I'm not really concerned with like 3 pips over whatever I took there. So that being said, that is Euro USD, got the full profit on that one. Pound USD did not get the full profit, but at least got half, which was, I'm not gonna be mad at that. So here we go, Pound USD. Again, we saw a nice kind of channel formation before we saw this nice displacement lower. But I mean, this channel formation is a bit different. Why is it a bit different? Well, we can see here, and I'll adjust that bottom line if you just give me 1 second. We can see here, essentially what we had in terms of the channel formation was we had a channel, right? 1, 2, 3, and then we get a breakdown, and then we form another channel. So like a channel and a channel is always good to see in terms of price action stuff. Price action and price action is always a good indication that you have some confluence on your side, right? And then we saw this nice sharp displacement lower out of the channel, and then we again use that entry here, fair value gap, pulling up into this area, right? And again, as we pulled higher, stop loss was here, like at 2.7. It was at the 2, not 1.7. I was about to say 1. I meant to say 1.7 at the 2, right? It was basically here at the 2, right? And we break down lower, again, another sharp displacement lower. And again, we use this area as an entry here, like so. Eventually we trade lower, we're able to get out at 1.5 we're able to take out half at 1.5. And then again, we were looking to let price run to the midnight open price, which is down here, which as you see, we never really did. Now, I was saying before, I don't want to like try to call the exact price point, but my take profit was literally here at like 3.6, right? Like this, it getting here, that's not me, trying to be too cute with my take profit. That's literally just the market didn't hit my take profit, right? And that happens sometimes. It's okay, So I had it like at 3.6, 3.7, right? And with the spread, you needed to get past that. You need to get past 3.6. You need to get past 3.7, right? And it didn't do that, so that's fine. And it eventually comes back up while I'm sleeping, and it takes me out for the end of the trade, to like finish the trade off. Now, you might say to yourself, why'd you let it run? Why'd you keep it? Well, this is the way that I tested it, because what I found is, while there's definitely times when I'll let a trade run, one that I take in partial profits, and I'll let it run through the next day. There are definitely times when I've been taken out, like we've seen here. There are other times when the price is essentially like, in seeing what we see here in terms of price action, I think me thinking this wasn't a bad idea either, where essentially you could have seen price, because price wanted to go higher, to eventually go lower. Let's just assume it wanted to go higher before going lower. I mean, it wanted to go higher. It's often common for price to do things like taking out lows before trying to make new highs, even as it starts to turn over into a new session. So, I've just as many times I've seen it take me out, I've seen it continue and actually hit my target before turning around and going the other way. Right. So that's why I left it, and that's why will continue to leave it and just take out half at 1.5, like I was talking about before. But otherwise, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it provides some value to you guys, and join us again next time.